As though the video is back up and running. Just note the time is 1:35. We have a timed item at 1:45, so if we have 10 minutes to spare, and I think we might, there is an item under 7B regarding infrastructure policy regulation update. And Charlie, if you would, we do have items in our kits, and the motion for consideration is at the bottom of the last pages.
So there's two motion documents. Separate. So I'll start with the first one. So the first one is just additions of capital projects to our possible government infrastructure list. We have some coming up, and I thought it would be good to add some more. So basically, you read the three, but one that I actually forgot since is actually the Mother Center. So we're in conversations with BC Housing about a Mother Center, and it's not been officially put on the list. So we need to catch up on that. So yeah, basically the motion is to basically add, I feel it's appropriate to put Banfield Road, because this is something we're speaking about and spending resources on. We could call it Banfield Road Update or whatever, but that's a project that's not on our list currently. I'm putting in HFN Trail Network, as there's some talks about new trails, and we really kind of fall through the cracks on projects that way, so I feel we should look at trails as a project and actually develop a network of our trails and start to get some energy around that. And then of course, the other one is the Mother Center. I think we need to add. And the other odd one that I want to add, because it doesn't have a home, is the housing, so the HFN public body. So this fourth thing does not have a structure to follow. We have two processes in place. We have the Act for business ventures that follows process. We have an infrastructure policy for infrastructure projects, and they have a process to follow that's very clear and concise, and we move through the project phases. Our idea of this housing authority has been basically not getting attention, and it should follow the process of the project. And I feel if we add it, we can go through the infrastructure list, and it'll be appropriate steps to have that project see movement in this. And we'll hear more of that later, actually. A lot of it coming up. So those are the four projects I'm recommending you add to our list. So whereas Executive Council may by resolution identify the need for a government infrastructure project to provide services or benefits as set out in the resolution to government or Hooghait citizens. B, Executive Council identifies needs for additional trails, upgrades to Banfield Road, and a housing authority, and a Mother Center. C, the infrastructure policy regulation requires that an owner's representative be appointed. So I haven't spoke of this, but you have read it. Yeah, there's an ability in the infrastructure to appoint a representative to support these projects, and I feel that's been a missing piece in our underutilized piece of our infrastructure policy. And then to finish the whereas is in D, a government infrastructure project approved by Executive Council under this section may be subject to conditions set out in the approving resolution. So I'll move into the motion. Be it resolved that Executive Council hereby approves the additions of a trail network, HFN Trail Network, Banfield Road and Housing Public Body, and a Mother Center to the possible government infrastructure project list. Directs that an owner's representative be appointed for these projects. And 3, that the owner's representative be an outside the government in the form of a professional that has the necessary skills and experience to implement large-scale projects.
Great.
You gonna move it?
Yeah.
I'll second.
Thank you. I think I just have one point of clarity. That an owner representative is appointed to these projects. When will that occur? When the projects hit a certain milestone, or?
Well, it just indicates that the executive director will appoint one right away in general.
Okay.
But I think it's been fairly informal over the years, and that's not been kind of really looked at it in a specific energy. So we could say that as soon as practical.
Just
And that's linked actually to the next motion. It's a separate motion, but this is for these projects.
Okay, I'll hold anything I have for the next one.
Okay.
Okay, are there any other comments on the first motion? Seeing none, I'll declare the motion passed. Thank you. That brings us to the next item. Motion regarding section 410, appointment of owner representative. Charlie, you want to take this again?
So again, just to put out some numbers. So basically we have an $18 million operating budget with a team of 40 to 50 people implementing. Then we have a $6 million budget for the infrastructure capital projects, where we basically have two, and plus the $1 million operating. So I believe that we all share the opinion that we haven't maximized our capabilities in implementing our projects. Basically, reading the infrastructure policy a few weeks ago, I realized that we're underutilizing this opportunity, and we really need to add to our team and add to because really what we're doing is we keep adding projects, and we're adding workload, and it's good, but we need
last page.
we need to in my mind in some way sneak outside the box. So basically this I decided to do this as a separate motion because it's really linked to all of our projects. I felt it was a little different than our motion that we just passed.
Yes, and they're both on the bottom, so the very
Oh,
last.
I see,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
So, and just an example of this in my mind, because it took a while to wrap my head around it, is in my mind, like in the road project, kind of Rob Waterall's kind of our owner's rep, and he's like leading, and he's being a representative there. So it opened my mind to say, well, we need to add people that aren't, we're not bogged down by operations and constant day-to-day stuff. So I brought this motion is basically talking about the rest of our projects, and really we want to give flexibility of where it's appropriate, but we just an example of some other issues like the Mother Center, working with BC Housing. We've been working with them for over a year. They've approved our project in capital, but we can't get to an operating succession. So I'm worried in the next 6 months we're going to lose that project, and we're not going to look very good to BC Housing on getting our butt together. And then we're doing too many projects off the side of people's desks, and it's just a way to realign. A couple other things just to recap that. So our subdivision, and we've had an exciting year with capital projects, but really the subdivision was 3 times over schedule. Our sewer project really has not gone anywhere this year. We keep getting updates that aren't seeing the results we need, and that's pretty serious. We're not eligible for some of these funding opportunities if our sewer project's 2 years away. Like we're going to miss, and that we need to get that sewer project going and have clear deadlines. So there's that, and then of course the housing. So I'll just read it out. So whereas the main purpose of the regulation is to ensure that the government infrastructure projects are effectively managed. B, all current government infrastructure projects are significantly behind schedule. C, there is no separation of workload from the day-to-day operations of the department. D, Executive Council is ultimately responsible for protecting and advancing public interest. E, Executive Council needs to fully utilize the regulation to its fullest potential. F, the regulation requires that an owner's representative be appointed. And G, the regulation indicates Executive Council can set conditions on approved projects. So basically, be resolved that Executive Council hereby approves the condition that an owner's representative be appointed. 2, that the owner's representative is a company or an entity outside of the government. They have the industry knowledge and skills to ensure effective implementation of projects. 4, they are responsible for all responsibilities mentioned in section 10B in the regulation. And 5, so if time is of the essence and this appointment is being made by January 24th, 2020. So I'll move that motion.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have a seconder? Trevor? Any comments? Robert?
Yeah, one of the reasons, John, that I really support this is that ultimately at the end of the day, things aren't done in a timely manner, and projects aren't carried out. Who's the finger pointed at? Executive Council. So I think this is a very important and timely resolution to be brought forward so that we can ensure that projects are done in a timely and efficient. And I want to thank Charlie for bringing this forward. Thank you.
Great. Any further comments?
So is that like looking at creating a new position, or
So, so the infrastructure policy or regulation allows for a owner's representative to be appointed. So it's already contemplated as something that could be included. Yeah. Okay. All right, any further comments? Hearing none, I'll declare the motion passed. Thank you, Trevor. And you're right on the button, 145. All right, hi Brandon and Amanda. So you have us here in the 9-0. I'm chairing because we're giving Robert's voice a rest. In the room we have Trevor Coots, Robert, Coralie, Megan Gilstrow, Coral, Rachel, Heather, Paul, Charlie, Trudy, Edward, and myself. And that brings us to the items of residential leases. It seems as though we've already passed the housing panel final report, but your motion is better, so we might want to do that one. Item 3 is the housing authority, and item 4 is the housing legislation. So please just get to it
yourself. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was gonna say they could wait till Monday. It doesn't. I don't know how. Every day Monday is.
If we're comfortable
We're
with that,
scheduled from 10 to 3, I think.
yeah. Would you like to move to move it to that agenda?
Sure.
Okay, do we have a second? Thank you, Trevor. Any comments? Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're on my
Okay, we have two items left then. Item D is emerging issues from the November 28th meeting. Robert?
They been attended to?
Is the housing panel report
Yeah,
received?
we did, yes. Yeah, we did receive it.
They've all been attended. It's in my report,
Okay.
and they've all been attended.
Oh, okay, thank you. So, we'll see that was for information then. Great. And staff reports. Paul, would you like to pull anything out?
Sure. So this is my executive director report that I put a lot of time into, crafting every single word. So if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
I particularly like the third page, second
Oh,
paragraph.
yeah.
Third term.
I rewrote that like 4 or 5 times.
You can really tell.
I can hear you as I'm reading it.
Yeah. I like how you can emulate different voices throughout.
I wrote it as if I was each director.
Copy paste.
So if there are no questions,
Heather,
if
she knows exactly what to write.
she can tell who wrote that.
Yeah.
If there are no questions, if we could have a motion to receive the report.
I still will.
Thank you, Trevor, and seconded by Robert. Any further comments, Trevor?
Just a question for Paul. How is with having no ED and then having our acting ED break our arm and off for six weeks? 8 weeks?
6, I think.
6?
Yeah.
Do you know, have you been overwhelmed or inundated by excess work because you're our CFO, ED, acting associate ED? Or
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
He's falling for it.
Yeah.
That was really, I love the way you said that.
Thought about
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I will be yes.
So I was just wondering, just checking in to make sure that you have the support and resources you need to fulfill the roles and responsibilities of those fairly significant positions.
Like manageable in the short term, not a sustainable practice.
So your head's above water.
For now. I see the thought bubble all the time.
Nose and
I
eyes
think
are above the
what
water.
makes you effective is your ability to deal things right away. You don't let them.
Yeah. Okay.
The ones I deal with, I've got a lot of unread mail in my inbox right now.
Just declare email bankruptcy. Just send a blanket email out saying, if it's really important, you'll email me back. I'm serious. You should do it.
I've never heard of that before. It's super appealing.
You know what I say?
Do it.
Oh, there's somebody who works just like I do.
Okay, so we're all gonna stop looking at Paul and thank him for his service. Could we get a motion to receive the report, or have we done that? We did that already. I gotta check that off then. Thank you.
Does Nicole receive your emails?
I don't think so.
No. Why? Yeah, because I know like Kathy has tons of emails. Like, if I wanted something from Kathy, I would email her, and then I would phone her or text her or just walk to her office. But just knowing that, you know, her position, and then there's tons of like high profile other emails, and just, being able to, if there's a way of delegating the role to help out in any way.
Sure. Would you like to move to adjourn?
Oh, would I?
All right, thank you. Do we have a seconder?
Yeah.
Thank you. Charlie, any further comments? No comments. I declare the motion
Oh,
passed.
wait,
Thank
wait,
you.
just.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.